Welcome to Royal Express News. I'm Miley and I'm here to bring you latest updates on today. The unimaginable devastation flying over that one community, in particular Mexico Beach. So many homes got pulled right off of their foundations. There is news coming in as we come on the air. What is a new discovery as search and rescue teams go from home to home there? What Rob Marciano had just learned, they had feared this. The death toll had already been rising today, more than a dozen days. We also have new images tonight of the intense search and rescue operation underway out where survivors pulled out of their helicopter in many areas. Trapped vehicles could not get to them. And look at this tonight, Mexico Beach before Hurricane Michael made landfall, and this is what it looked like afterward. Just stunning. Meteorologist Rob Marciano was right there tonight, and he had just learned of that new discovery, what authorities have told Rob moments ago.
Tonight, time is running out to find survivors in the storm zone. Customs and Border Protection using Black Hawk helicopters to rescue 2 residents from Panama City, hoisting them to safety. The area impossible to reach by vehicle. Officials tonight saying many areas are just too dangerous for people to return to. As we make our way to Mexico Beach, you can see destruction everywhere you look. This is where Michael made landfall. That 14-foot storm surge and those 155-mile-per-hour winds.
This is where the wind and surge was greatest. The water ripping these homes off their foundations and carrying them, in some cases, hundreds of yards inland. The stronger, higher buildings remain, but the expanse of the damage is mind-boggling.
Emily Hansen and her mother shell-shocked by the devastation.
It's pretty devastating. Like, everybody we know lost their house. Everybody. And our jobs.
Daniel Krupp reluctantly deciding to ride out the storm with his wife and their dog Leo.
We didn't want to be here. We had to come home because we had our animals here and we had some people watching our animals. The storm increased so rapidly that we didn't have time to get out of here.
He's lucky to be alive. Nearby, Tyndall Air Force Base also taking a direct hit. Today, we saw cargo planes arrive, carrying teams to get the base back up and running. Before finally moving off the coast, Michael drenching Virginia and the Carolinas with more than 9 inches of rain in some spots, triggering widespread flash flooding and water rescues, killing at least 8 people, including a firefighter. Well over 1 million without power in the storm zone tonight. Some estimates for the damage from Michael near 4.5.
Rob Marciano with us live tonight from Mexico Beach. Rob, such an incredible scene there. We saw it there yesterday. You were back there at Ground Zero today, and I wanted to ask you because officials have fear of this with so many homes simply gone that they might find additional victims. And you just talked with the fire chief there.
I did, David, just a few moments ago. The Florida fire chief in charge of search and rescue today confirmed to me the first fatalities here in Mexico Beach, that being 1. But they are now sending an additional search team out with a dog to search for the person they believe to have been with the deceased. And after being in that town, that zone, seeing those mounds, those huge mounds of debris, I can only imagine that this won't be the last that we hear of fatalities.
Thank you for your sharing, Rob. Finally, tonight here, our persons of the week. And on a week like this, there are really too many to count.
We flew over Mexico Beach with Customs and Border Protection's Great Lakes Air and Marine operations out of Detroit. They are in Florida helping with search and rescue and delivering supplies.
It's really hard to put words to the level of destruction here. You see homes sitting in the middle of streets, clearly swept away by the storm surge.
And tonight, new images, members of the Air and Marine operations airlifting a stranded couple out. There were so many people who answered the call after Hurricane Michael. A member of the Winston-Salem Fire Department's water rescue helping 5-year-old Isabella Molina with her life jacket. Florida's governor telling me about the search and rescue teams still working.
Our search and rescue teams are fanning out now. They've gotten to the coast and they're trying to get to everybody, just make sure everybody's safe.
We embedded with the Louisiana State Fire Marshal and his team, going door to door, looking for survivors.
Search and rescue.
There were the doctors and nurses at Bay Medical Center, the emergency doors blowing in. the hurricane force winds racing through the ER.
Windows are blowing in and the doors are blowing in. And then miraculously, patients just start showing up, even during the latter part of the storm. I don't even know how they got here.
Walking into the ER.
Walking in, carrying babies and, carrying the wounded.
And on the upper floors of the hospital,
You can see the hole right through the glass here.
cardiac patients, some awaiting surgery. They had to get them out.
You can see the water still on the floor.
The doctors working around the clock to get those patients to other hospitals. Among them, a mother in premature labor with twins. And tonight we have just learned she gave birth to 2 healthy babies. And then there was Rob, who showed us the kittens that fell through the ceiling as one family huddled during the storm.
I want you to meet some storm survivors.
Tonight, those kittens are safe. They are awaiting adoption. And families throughout the region are holding loved ones even tighter.
So many people racing to help, so much generosity, and we will stay on this. I hope to see you on Monday. Good night.
Hi everyone, George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel, and don't forget.
And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we have reached the duration of today's program. Thank you for watching.